tips and tricks. This week, we are all writing the research proposal background to the research proposal. I have posted a video on how to write a background to the study. And it's very important that you visit that video, listen to the video, not once, twice, possible, 3 times, 4 times, so that you understand what you are expected to do whenever you are writing a whenever you are writing a background to the study. This is actually a very informative video, and it's one of the longest video. I did not want it to make it a long video, but unfortunately, there is so much things to talk about. And I know most of the students, you are going to find it very difficult to come out with the background to the study at one go. So yes, so you need to. I'm sure that maybe next week as well we'll be writing background to the study. Then some of the things that I talked about in that video, which I feel you need to know, is what does the background of study serves to function in your study. It's very important for you to know that the purpose of the background to the study. You know, if you write a good background to the study, then you lay a solid foundation of the rest of your study. So whenever you think of a background of the study, think of a foundation of a house, a foundation of a building. So if you have got a weaker foundation, your house is not going to be stable. Anything that comes to your house, it can be wind, it can be rain, your house can go down. But if you have got a very strong foundation, then come hail, come thunder, come heavy rains, come whatever, winds, tornadoes, then your house will stand firm. So it is also a similar case with your background to the study. If you have got a solid, a well-researched background to the study, then it acts as the foundation. That's where you are going to build your walls on. That is where you are actually going to put your roof on. So take it like that. So you need to go and watch that video and try by all means to make sure that you try to follow the format, try to follow the ideas that I have posted in that video. The other important thing in that video as well, I have tried to distinguish between the background to the study and the introduction. Those two things are not the same, they are different. And the introduction serves its purpose. If you go to week 1 video where I talked about the introduction, you will understand more about why am I saying that the introduction and the background to the study, they serve two different purposes. So I have also tried to explain that in that video for week 2. I have also explained that background to the study and the literature review, they are also different. So don't take literature review similar to the background to the study. Those two things are different. They are not the same. Although most students, they consider them to be the same, they are not the same. To summarize it, to make it very simpler to you, background of study, it is the results from a literature review survey. So you are going out there, then you are doing your literature review survey. And the background of study is made up of the findings. So in the background of study, you don't elaborate the literature review. You don't elaborate findings. You don't want to see the elaboration there. In the literature, in the background section, we want to see the results And the results also include the gaps that are in the literature. And a gap, you can identify a gap as you read yourself, or you can, scholars can also help you to identify the gap through their recommendation for future studies. So it's very important for you to go and watch that video. It's exclusive on YouTube, unfortunately, and I won't be posting it on the on the group. Then I also explained where to place the background of the study. Some, they place background of the study at the beginning, as the first paragraph. But in our sense, we are in our case, we are going to place it at the second position of the study. And one thing that I also emphasize in that discussion is that you will see that some department, some universities, some lecturers, they will ask you to write introduction and background to the study. I don't want to call it a wrong way, but I think it's not appropriate. I don't know if I say that, is it a good way to say? So you need to avoid that. Make sure that your introduction stands on its own, and your introduction contains what it contains, and let the background of the study do its purpose as well. And I've elaborated on how you can structure your background to the study. There is so many ways to structure the background to the study. So I've also tried to elaborate it. How do you need to structure the background of that study? Some of the techniques that you can use, which include the thematic approach. Whenever you are writing, taking the chronological approach when also you are writing. Is those learning those skills, those techniques is a very good way of you starting to learn how to write academic writing. So yes, there is a lot of things that you need to learn whenever you are writing the background of study. But most importantly, I have also highlighted the need to make the background of study engaging. Don't write a background of study in passive languages. I try to avoid writing whatever you are writing in passive language. We want to make it engaging. So it's very important for you to learn that skill. If you don't know how to do it, I always say to students, learning writing is a skill. You learn how to write as we go. There is no one who was born, being able to write. There was no one who was born being able to synthesize. But we learn how to write, we learn how to synthesize, we learn how to express our ideas in the way that we want it. And if it requires you to write 4 or 5 drafts, then so let it be. Write 4 or 5 drafts until you get it right. Then I've also emphasized the idea that you need to avoid common mistakes when you are writing the background to the study. There are so many mistakes that we do. Our work is not organized. Our work is everywhere. Our work is ambiguous. So it's our background is too short, it's too long. It's not organized, and the ideas are not related. We don't put ideas together. These are some of the common mistakes that students does when they write their background to start. So go and listen to this video and to find out what mistakes that you are doing, and try by all means to avoid making such mistakes when you are writing. Then also, it's very important for you to understand as well that in the background of your study, you need to make sure that you identify where the research problem is coming from. Identify the gaps, identify the gap in the literature, and also your research problem. It's very important that the research problem is it is actually the most important thing that you need to think of whenever you plan to carry a study. Because if there is no problem that you want to go out there and investigate and find solution for, then there is no study. So if there is no problem, there is no study. So you should not waste time to review the literature. You should not waste time to write some pages and pages of no problem, because at the end of the day, we're still gonna ask you about the problem. Then, whenever you are also writing the background to the study, it's very important for you to conduct the literature review of the related literature review. Here, we don't want an article that you have got just a paragraph of what you are talking about. If you're talking about maybe you are evaluating roads, then there's only just a paragraph of what's happening in that field, then you just take that as a paragraph, and or there's only the policy that a regulation that is guiding, or you think is guiding your study, has been mentioned that document, then you take that document. No, we don't want a document like that. We want a document that gives at least 70% of what you are looking for. This is the document that I am actually referring to as a related literature, which is or a relevant literature, relevant articles, relevant publications. This is what we expect you to be reviewing in this scenario. Then, if there are possibilities of some controversies and some assumptions in your study, you also need to make sure that you address some of those controversies. Then I've also talked about the importance of proofreading. I'm going to talk more about proofreading and proofreading and proofreading and proofreading, because what I have seen students sending to their supervisors to mark, I don't think that it's a good thing for us to do. Even myself, you sent me your document to have a look, but you are not even paying attention to what you are sending to me. So I'm not your supervisor. You have got your supervisor. So if I am not happy with what you are sending me, then what about your supervisor? So it's very important for you to make sure that you have got you eliminate a lot of errors in language, in structure, in data sheet before you submit your document for marking, or for you to get some feedback. I'm happy also to tell you that we have got an editor on board. She edited my thesis, I think 6 years back, and for some reason I just kept her number in my phone. For those years, I never called her, but I kept the number, or her number. So when I was busy looking for someone to edit, to provide service for us, her number all came into my mind. So then I called her as well. So she's on board. I will be sharing with you the person, the name, and everything. And there's also a video that is coming on my interview with her, and I have got faith with her, and she's willing as well to work with us in the long run. She have got also a website that she's promoting. She's a coach, and we are going to see some of her videos also being posted here. We are going to have her also post some of her videos so that we can promote her channel as well as she promote also our channel. So yes, it's very important, guys. Let's go out there. Let's go and watch the video, how to write a background to the study. And don't forget, guys, say no to plagiarism. Plagiarism, plagiarism, no. Say no to plagiarism. Let's learn the skill of writing text synthesis. Let's learn how to write academically. Let's be patient enough with the way we are writing. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. See you in the next video. Bye.